Hello and good evening from your Co-op Community Stadium. I am Shaun Cashmore. I'm joined by Craig Barnes, and you join us once again for tonight's encounter between Leamington and Kettering Town. Leamington have 4 clean sheets in 7, 8 goals, and are only one of 2 teams to take points off the early pace setters Kings Lynn and Banbury. Paul Holloran has been impressed with his team's commitment and focus so far this season, and tonight you can be sure he will be installing belief into his players that they can once again pick up 3 points in this ever competitive league. As the country mourns the monarch, football quite rightly took a back seat over the last few days. Leamington, or Royal Leamington Spa to give it its full title, was granted this accolade way back in 1838 by then Queen Victoria, and over the last few days many of the citizens of Leamington have taken to the streets in and around the Town Hall and All Saints Church to lay flowers and sign books of condolence. Queen Elizabeth was no stranger to Leamington, visiting on a number of occasions across the years, from opening the Priors in 1988 to her visit of Warwick and Leamington in 1996, and again most recently in 2011 when the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh officially opened the Justice Centre here. The minute silence beautifully observed there by both sets of players, both sets of fans, and fantastic to see the football fraternity in honour, of course, of the late monarch. White and Alawabori just link up down this right hand side. Storer comes in to help out. Alawabori loses out again to Kelly Evans. Kelly Evans skews his downward ball, his ball that was trying to play downward towards the line. It's forward by Kettering, and wow, a big shout by Callum Hawkins. Theo Street left it. Callum Hawkins was confident that Sharp wasn't going to get on the end of it, and well, overall it worked out, but a tentative moment there for the Leamington back line. Long throw comes in from Kettering. It's flicked up at the near post. Second header is away by Lane. Third header is away by Usher Shipway. Cameron Street only gets it as far as Storer on the edge. Storer has a snapshot, but that's into the Kettering fans behind the goal. Half a chance. Came to him at pace. Took a touch. Right foot volley. A couple of yards wide.
Yes, Kettering's closest chance so far came to their captain. I think he's been there, been with Kettering a fair few years. Got the captaincy over the summer during their overhaul.
Kelly Evans does really well, but then he's just out-muscled by Storer. Storer sends it in towards Alawabori. Alawabori once again gets to the dead ball line, sends the ball in towards the near post, flicked in, and it's a really good save by Callum Hawkins. Alawabori did really well on the right-hand side. He sent a low, devious cross in towards that near post where Dakari Sheriff had come all the way across unmarked, and it was point blank right at Callum Hawkins. He got 2 hands up to it very quickly and just palmed it over his own crossbar.
Superb reflexes, as we've seen time and time again from Callum Hawkins, stopped a certain Kettering goal there.
Of course, going back to that yellow card, this game is no stranger to a booking or two, of course. Plenty of yellow and red cards and flashpoints down the year. So Alawabori makes tracks down the right hand side. He's got White for company. He uses White in towards Storer. Storer tries to play it forward towards the number 3 of Riley, who was gambling in the centre midfield area, but it was just too much on it for him. But it's gone all the way across to the far side, and Kettering maintain possession. Right on the edge of the box, he's got Walker for company. Streets right as a snapshot, half a yard wide. Good effort from Andre Wright as well. Kettering again used the ball really well. Louis Hall gets us back underway quickly. Jack Lane, big diagonal across towards Usher Shipway on that far side. Collected well by Usher Shipway. Back to Meredith. Meredith comes inside now, looks for his options, left-footed, sent it out to Usher Shipway. Chance to measure his cross, measures it in towards the penalty spot, just headed away by a Kettering head as far as Meredith again. Meredith went for the spectacular, got it all wrong, fresh air shot, but he's got the ball at the second attempt. Second effort in towards the bodies, really well saved by Cameron Gregory. I think it took a touch. He didn't know where the deflection was going, but he got down well and parried it well, and now Kettering is springing the counter-attack. Kettering carry it into towards Breaks territory. They're on the edge of the Breaks penalty area now. They drop a shoulder on the right hand side, and then it's into the arms of Callum Hawkins. Well, going back to that early opportunity. Dan Meredith missed the first connection and then collected the ball at the second attempt. Managed to get his shot away second time. I couldn't quite see who it cannoned off, if it was a Kettering player or a Breaks player, but either way, Cameron Gregory got down to it well.
Well, I was going to say, we've been calling for it all match. Meredith has a really good opportunity there. Unfortunately, from Leamington point of view as well, the ball kind of spilled out from Cameron Gregory, but there was no Leamington player there to tap it into the empty net, and then from that, Kettering sprung forward and created a chance of their own.
Walker looks for his options. He's got Kelly Evans coming inside the penalty area. Kelly Evans collects it. Kelly Evans chance, snapshot, bundled around. Turner at the second attempt. Turner, can he get the ball out of his feet? No, he can't. It's bundling all around. It's a plethora of bodies in there. Kelly Evans can't collect the snapshot, and it's cleared away by Kettering.
Well, that's the definition of a goalmouth scramble, wasn't it? It was just nobody in particular able to take a shot or get it properly cleared away.
So we're ready to get the corner from Kelly Evans on that far side. Kelly Evans whips it in nicely in towards the near post, flicked on, flicked away by a Kettering head. It'll go as far as Usher Shipway on this opposite side. Usher Shipway will let it run all the way out of play because it'll be a throw into the breaks. Really good delivery by Kelly Evans though. Long throw in towards the box by Usher Shipway, flicked on by Edwards and then flicked over his own bar by Gascoigne. Good long throw by Usher Shipway, caused a bit of chaos, eluded the first man. Jack Edwards tried to get a flick on, and then Gascoigne had to take emergency measures just to send one over his own crossbar. Edwards and Street towards the near post. That's where the ball goes, in towards the head of Street this time. It eludes everyone, it bounces forward. Usher Shipway will hook it back in, flicked away by Kettering, and then Wright will try and escape with it and then sends it forward towards that man Alawabori. Alawabori breaks away. Alawabori's got company, and he's got the company and goes to Sheriff now inside the penalty area, falls over his own feet but still has the ball. Sheriff left footed, drills it across, and it's over the crossbar, and it'll be a corner because it took a nick off of Ben Usher Shipway, who'd retreated all the way back to do his defensive duties. Corner will be an in-swinger in towards the near post, headed away by Simeon May, only as far as Ward. Ward sends it back out to the corner taker on that far side, swung in left-footed again towards the far post, comes off the crossbar and bounces behind. When it was one of those looping high crosses that you think, oh, he's got too much on it, and everyone sort of stopped. Callum Hawkins wasn't sure, and as everyone turned and looked, it just cannoned off the apex, really, the corner of post and crossbar, and then bounced behind for a goal kick.
I for one also did that, Shaun. Just was waiting for the goal kick to be awarded, and was surprised to see it just doink off the crossbar.
Riley looks for the switcher play towards Sharp again. It's really good play. Sharp inside towards the captain Storer. Storer turns May, tries to send it back to Sharp, but it's collected by Edwards. Edwards tries to send a ball down the channel for Dan Turner to give chase, but Gregory comes out of his penalty area and then clears it only as far as Meredith. Meredith urged to shoot by the crowd, but it drops inside. Meredith now, chance to carry forward, uses Usher Shipway on the right hand side. Usher Shipway, can he get a cross in? Yes he can, towards the far post, headed away by Kettering. It come as far as Simeon May. Simeon May shapes to shoot, has a great shot, and then it's off the post. It was a fantastic effort by Simeon May. He composed himself really well with all of 22 yards out, and then right footed hammered a shot goalwards. Cameron Gregory stood and watched, and I'm not sure if it just came off the post or if it was just inches wide, but either way Cameron Gregory was getting nowhere near it, but the ball has ended up wide. It's ended up as a goal kick to Kettering, but a real chance for the breaks, but we still stay Leamington 0, Kettering 0. Leamington have possession on halfway, sent forward by Jack Lane towards Jack Edwards. Edwards knocks it down towards Turner. Turner tries to get a little flick inside, and it's just cannoned off the body of Callum Gregory. Good header down by Edwards, good snapshot by Turner, but nothing doing. Edwards collects the ball again for the breaks. Simeon May flicks it forward to Usher Shipway, in towards Walker. Walker on the edge of the penalty area, left-footed in towards Turner, but Turner was gambling for the near-post run, and Walker, I think, looked up originally, thought he was gambling far post, and they just got their wires crossed and the ball's out of play for a goal kick to Kettering.
Leamington playing very much on the front foot this second half, unlike the first, causing a few issues. You can see a few jitters in the Kettering defence as well.
Usher Shipway looked to turn, but instead uses Theo Street at centre back, and he sends a long ball forward towards Meredith. Meredith keeps the ball in fantastically and then uses Ben Usher Shipway again. Usher Shipway sends a long ball forward towards Edwards at the far post. Edwards diving header, diving save by Cameron Gregory. Really good save by Cameron Gregory, really good header by Jack Edwards. Dan Meredith started all that by keeping the ball in play fantastically. He laid it back to Usher Shipway. Usher Shipway sent a really long diagonal cross towards the far post where Jack Edwards was arriving, and then a bullet header down towards the far post was saved low down by Cameron Gregory, who made a really good save with both hands.
Meredith, my player of the half for Leamington so far, really causing Kettering a few issues down this right. Heavily involved again there, and Jack Edwards unlucky not to score. 65 minutes of the game gone now, so getting to that point where you sometimes see a substitute.
Flick header in towards the box. Usher Shipway towards Turner. Turner turns it home. Fantastically worked from the breaks. A long ball forward by Callum Hawkins onto the head of that man Jack Edwards, into the feet of Usher Shipway, and Usher Shipway just squared it across the 6-yard box, and there was that man, there was that poacher, Dan Turner, to turn it home. The Breaks fans are elated. All the Breaks players go across to congratulate Dan Turner, and Leamington take the lead. Leamington 1, Kettering 0.
It's been coming on the balance of the second half, Shaun. Great goal from Leamington point of view, stretching Kettering. We've stretched them down the right, we've stretched them down the left, and it was only a matter of time, and there was Turner with his 5th goal of the season.
So Leamington take the lead here at your Co-op Community Stadium. It's Leamington 1, Kettering 0, and it's that man Dan Turner.
Inside the last 10 minutes now, Shaun, so edging closer to the final whistle.
Throwing forward, you guessed it, Jack Edwards wins the flick on, and it's forward towards Dan Turner. Turner bursts in towards the penalty area. Turner on his right foot gets the snapshot across, but it's into the hands of Cameron Gregory. Just a little bit of a tame effort from Dan Turner. Again though, it all comes from that flick on winner by Jack Edwards. Kettering just cannot get a grasp on him. The physicality from the captain of the Breaks in the midfield. Leamington managed to clear their lines, but they only clear it as far as Gascoigne on halfway for the Poppies. Storer now picks it up and comes forward. Storer looks for his options on his right hand side, and he's got White in company. Storer again. Storer into the feet only of Simeon May. Simeon May dances away from the challenge in midfield, dances away from another challenge in midfield, looks for the ball, looks for the channel of Dan Turner, but it wasn't quite there. Adam Walker picks it up. Kettering look a bit leggy now. Meredith comes over halfway, uses Simeon May again, who's in acres of space inside Kettering territory. No one's come to press him. Simeon May uses Dan Meredith again. No press on Meredith. May again. Kettering look like they've just run out a little bit of steam. Cook has a shot from all of 25 yards, well over.
Yeah, Kettering are looking like a boxer, aren't they? Towards the end of a 12th rounder where they've put a lot of effort into it, but not much juice left in the tank.
Kettering will have a chance again to pack the box in these final stages as we have 2 minutes left here of stoppage time. Corner will come in on this near side. It'll be Ward again. He'll swing it in towards the penalty spot. It's all the way towards the far post. All the Kettering players miss it, and I think it came off a Leamington body. Well, no, it's the Kettering players are absolutely astonished that the decision has gone against them, and Leamington get a goal kick. I'll be brutally honest, Craig. I don't think the referee or the linesman have a clue who it came off, and I think they've completely gambled.
100-mile-an-hour stuff, wasn't it? It was frenetic and yeah, you blink and you miss it sort of stuff. And the referee has awarded Leamington a goal kick, luckily.
And that'll be it. That is the end of the game. The referee blows his whistle, and Leamington have picked up another 3 points in the National League North. The goal come in the second half from Dan Turner. Kettering were on top in the first half, but they didn't make the most of the opportunities, and they went into the break 0-0. In the second half, Leamington upped the ante really well. Jack Edwards was fantastic. Kettering never got to grips with him in the second half. He won everything in the air, and in the end, Leamington ran out deserved winners. The goal from Dan Turner. Leamington 1, Kettering Town 0.
Paul, 1-0 tonight against a good Kettering side. Your thoughts on the game?
Super game. I think anyone that's come tonight would have seen a really good tempo to the game. Both teams had spells. I think Kettering for large spells of the first half. Played a good brand of football and sort of made it difficult for us, but we sort of looked at the team and we sort of knew what was coming, and we knew we'd have to keep a really good shape in the middle of the park and just narrow up the wide men a bit at times. We did that well. Probably limited them to, I think, the one good opportunity from the header. Callum pulled off a good side. But throughout the first half, we looked a threat, because obviously we knew if we could get our wide men in the game, then we could there'd be space for us and chances for us. And to be fair, I think you've probably seen save of the season in the first half from their keeper Gregory. It was fantastic. So listen, it was coming into half time. You know, we've probably had the better chances, but you know, Kettering, they've picked up too many seconds. They've probably had a bit too much of the ball, and we didn't sustain any pressure. Second half, we were a lot better. You know, we've made better we've made better decisions with the ball. We've gone in earlier. We've won first, and we've managed the goal. We were able to sustain pressure, and it was a good 15-minute spell. Listen, if it wasn't for poor finishing and fantastic goalkeeping, I think we might have won before that. But we kept going, kept knocking that. It was that spell was a real good experience spell from a team at the moment that are in a good place, and some experienced players sort of locking the game off, so we were able to continue doing that, and the goal was fantastic. To be, I think when you look it back, it was about 3 one touches, one touch, and a great finish. And I don't think, listen, it was a super game. I actually think Lee's done a really good job here, because you know I think he probably only had 2, maybe 3 players left for whatever reasons in the summer, and to try and rebuild a team in this division is tough. And you can see what they're all about. You know, they'll cause teams problems. They cause us problems tonight. But no, I was delighted with the all-round performance tonight.